All right, guys, so it is a work day in the middle of the week, and I am about to make lunch. I'm going to do a butter-basted ribeye with some asparagus. So I have my ribeye here, obviously. I've got a little bit of thyme. I would normally also bring some rosemary up in here, but I'm out. And asparagus, some garlic powder for the asparagus. I'm going to use some garlic butter for the steak itself. We'll use some finishing salt there, olive oil, butter, salt, and pepper, and your trusty cast iron skillet. So let's get started. So you notice that I opened the window. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, you're going to smoke yourself out here. And I apologize in advance for the audio because of the fan. But hey, this is apartment condo living. I want a steak, and this is what it's going to take. All right, guys, first thing I'm going to do is start heating up a skillet because you're going to want it pretty scorching hot. A little butter and a little bit of olive oil. And then we will get to seasoning our steak. Who says you can't have steak in the middle of the week, right? Let's get some black pepper up on this thing. Be pretty generous with it because it's a pretty hefty piece of meat here. Some salt and some of my garlic butter seasoning. Use, steak seasoning of your choice, whatever you like. We're gonna flip heat. I pulled the steak out a few minutes before starting the video. I do like for mine, as I've mentioned in the past, to kind of come on up to room temperature and be ready for me. I think it helps with the cooking process. All right, let's get these sides seasoned. Yes, indeed. All right, there we have it. All right, guys, if you don't have one of these splatter guards, I highly recommend it. Bring my heat down just a little bit, and in goes the steak. Hear that sizzle? You want this scorching hot because you want that sear. Absolutely delicious. Then we're just going to go a couple of minutes on this side. And we have gone a couple of minutes, and I'm ready to flip this baby. Look how beautiful that is. We're going to let this go for a couple of minutes and let it develop the crust on that side. Okay, let's see how this other side has done. Getting beautiful, beautiful. Touch it for a temperature test there. Getting to about a medium. Now, I'll tell you, I like mine mooing, right? So, if you like yours a little more done, preheat your oven to about, 300, 350, maybe. And once you get your sear and your basting done, you can throw it in the oven to let it finish up to your desired temperature. Okay, now let's flip again. And we're going to now start the basting process. So what I'm going to do, add a little more fresh butter, a whole clove of garlic, and my fresh thyme. Okay, be prepared for it. And what we are going to now do is start basting. So what you will do is tilt your skillet, grab some of this deliciousness, and just spin it over your steak. This is really probably my preferred way to eat a ribeye. Look how beautiful that is. And we will baste this side. I'm going to flip and repeat. basting is not only about flavor, it helps develop that beautiful crust. And I'm going to say that that is finished. So I've reduced my heat. We're almost to the home stretch here. And I'm going to take my steak out and immediately top this with pat of butter and some delicious blue cheese. I'm using a Dansk blue here. I love the combination of beef and blue cheese. Now, we're not finished. I'm going to one-stop, one-pot shot this and just throw my asparagus in there. This is going to go pretty fast. There's all that flavor in the bottom of this pan. It needs to get up on that asparagus. So we'll let this go for just a couple of 3 minutes. I like my asparagus still a little al dente. Hit it with just a little bit of garlic powder, not too much because there's so much flavor on that pan. And we're going to plate this up. Alright guys, I've topped it with some green onion and fresh parsley. I'm just going to hit real quick with some pink salt and some fresh crack on everything. Now I'm ready for my next conference call. And there you have it, guys. Basically, maybe start to finish 15-20 minutes. It's absolutely delicious. It'll have that great crust. We're bringing the blue cheese to the table. I'm dying to dig in. So with that, I'm going to jump to my next meeting, and we'll see you next time.